Welcome back to Infocast, and I'm just making this episode hopefully quick. Just want to tie up some loose ends with Task Force or Trash Force, because that's what it should be considered because of the developer that runs that. And just showing the game ban, and I talked about this on the flagship, our first episode, and as Ditch mentioned, Redlines because he bans people for criticism of his game, and I'll dive into that. Now, it's been 261 days since the last ban, but I just want to highlight what Valve writes. So, right here somewhere, unless they changed it, it talks about developers abusing. Will Valve review developer requests for banning in any way? Valve reserves the right to revoke access to the system if the developer abuses it. Now, his game has been flagged according to a lot of members in the Socom community. Unfortunately, it's not enough for Valve because they got better things to worry about, like their winter sale and making all this money. So, Redline plans to release another update to scam some new players into playing his game, where he's added some sliding mechanics and bullshit. Now, when it does come out, I might install it. I might try it. Not because I want to play the game, but just to see what there is and to criticize it. I'll criticize it like how he criticizes other games. Oh, Modern Warfare has sliding, it has this, it has reloading. And just reading his shit, unless he's updated it, he even sounds like a coward. There will be occasional podcasts. None of that he's delivered on because no one wants to listen to his words. Because he's And by the way, he tried to sell people Discord subscriptions just to see his game in early access, as if he's built the next GTA. Now, we did mention on our podcast how we did like the game, and that it was a close SOCOM-like game, but I talked to someone who did confirm to me that he did rip the assets off the Socom disk, and there was a program for doing that. So if I can ever get him on here to maybe when he's banned, he'll come out and just show the program and then expose Redline for who he is. But until then, we'll have to just sit tight. But I want to go into the reviews here. So yeah, who knows who this guy is, about December 19. He must have gave him a key because he did take off the sales so that no one else can buy it. But yeah, this guy's saying you deserve the hate. You ban people for playing similar games. And that's the other thing. Like, how much of a coward do you have to be? How much of a jealous brat do you have to be to kick people for playing other games? 100%, like this guy's saying, pathetic. That's what Redline is. He's completely pathetic. This guy's saying your game is trash, Peak 53. Okay, he could be a Peak fan. This guy recommended it. And what he's saying is not wrong. It brings back the old SOCOM feel, correct? But it still needed a lot of work. It's like half a game that SOCOM was. And people played it only because they were looking for the next SOCOM feeling. But like this guy said, this game is Abandonware. But he did say it's coming back, so we'll see. We'll see what he's gotten stored. What garbage he's gotten stored. In store, I mean. This person never said anything about the game. Oh, this is a good example of Redline. Oh, well, he made it profile. He made it private, his profile. But here's a good example. Let's go on this guy's profile. Oh, what? He plays DayZ? No, he must play my survival game. Ban him. Oh, that's the same review. These guys permanently banned me from their game for playing another game. Look at that. They VAC ban players they don't like, I'm sure. Oh, VAC ban. So he's only given me a game ban, not a VAC ban, but yep, that's what they are, clowns. Well, then again, it's probably just Redline with volunteer people who just want to play the game. And then later on when they hear the guy and hear what he sounds like and how much of a brat he is, they abandon the game. Big Fry has warned people in the past, and he was right. In the end, he was right. You know, I gave the benefit of doubt to try and see, like, okay, is this really happening to people? And this is someone who paid thousands of dollars to play in the past. And as you heard with Socom Source and Insurgency, and then moving on to Task Force, so he's been scamming people little by little, in my opinion. He game banned me again because they were salty. See, he's using the word they, but it's really one person. And this one person has a YouTube channel from the past. Let's see if we can find it. Oh, lo and behold, here he is. Before he was scamming people. Developer at New World Interactive, which is the Insurgency team. I wonder how long that lasted, Redline. You get fired after a week? After you went, had your little tantrum? And if you go through these videos, this isn't before because he's got some Socom Go gameplay. So this was the original third-person project, which is basically Counter-Strike, but he moved the camera backwards. And that's the other thing. They say he has a lot of talent, but if he had a lot of talent, why doesn't he build the game from scratch? Which is what he's claiming Task Force to be. There's some more Socom Source now. There should be an Insurgency video here I remember watching. Oh no, that was on the Insurgency channel. So as you see, he's got old ass videos on his little channel here, which he's probably going to make private now that I've exposed it here. And again, I'm not trying to expose it so people can go troll him here. He probably doesn't even look at this account. But it looks like these are the old games he used to play. He used to play Socom, so that's what made him become a fan to want to make a successor. The last attempt I'm doing before I close this chapter for good. Unless he wants to throw down. If he wants to throw down, look, I don't know how to box, but I'll still box his ass out. I'd prefer a MMA fight so I can knock his ass out.
I'm ready for you, Redline.
If he's down for that, let me know. Let's promote it. Let's put it on YouTube. Stealthy versus Redline. I'll definitely kick your ass, Redline, if you're watching this. At this point, I don't care anymore. But it definitely would have been funny, because his whiny, puny little voice was on there, and it was the same voice I heard when I was in his Discord, bitching about people playing other games, and bitching about people playing Modern Warfare and talking big shit, like how he's a C++ programmer, and that people like Peak from Within aren't programmers because they just asset flip stuff. Pretty big talk. Because people were playing their game more than his game. Especially after he banned everyone. Like, again, it's burning that bridge. But here we go. Just so everyone can see. So here's Community Night War Game 2. 8 months ago. That was the last time I played. Here's Game 1 and Game 3. And watch these all if you guys have time. You can see it's just a normal game, a lot of camping. I remember we won majority of the games, but it wasn't really like we were rotating teams. Either way, it wasn't the same teams all the time. But this is all it literally was, just camping. And this is the problem with what people had with this game is you just camp, someone pops up, you shoot them, and you kill them. Like number one stunner mentioned, like everyone knew you die in one shot, so they just camp it out. And that was a way to win in this game. And that was not Socom by any means. Maybe it was Socom 1. I didn't play that enough. 1 and 2 I rented from Blockbuster. I was big on 3. And I just recently started playing 2. Socom 2. And Socom 2 does not feel like this. Is this more modernized? Yes, definitely. And these maps, like mentioned earlier, they're under Redline, where again, he did rip them out. They are assets ripped out of the disc and eventually made onto Steam under Socom source. He released them as if he's a member of the community and not on the dev team, as another alias, which is huge for a lawsuit. But the thing is, this game will never grow big enough for Sony to be aware of it to sue their ass, or to sue his ass, or to halt him to a complete shutdown. If Sony does, I think, ever make a Socom 5, I have a good feeling that, well, not a good feeling, I just mean like, I think they'll go on like a cease and desist order to any successor out there that's trying to be Socom, which could be bad news for anyone trying to make a Socom game. So maybe it's best for Sony to stay away from it. Because we know they're just going to modernize it, or at least try to make it like Ghost Recon or something of that nature. But look, this is all it was. And there's still a lot of twitching. Whatever his beta is going to be, he's just upgraded the engine. But here, watch this all. And no cheating, nothing. Fair gameplay, fair play. I posted this under the promotions part channel in Discord, and he must have clicked on my name, saw some peak content, saw from within content, HR content, and got pissed off. And I was told that he didn't like HR. Apparently he was working on HR before he was kicked out of that team too. So imagine being kicked off of 2 development teams because of the way you act. And yeah, that's all. That's all I have to say about this. I know I may have sounded salty, but I wanted to build up some hype so that if he does want to challenge me to a fight, I'll beat his ass. I'll get cocky about it and I'll beat his ass. But I know he won't respond because, as mentioned by everyone in the community, and I know there's a huge line waiting to knock his ass out if he accepts a challenge from any of us. And said he's going to sit behind his computer, as always, and just booting people who disagree with him, who have negative criticism, even as accurate as it is. Even if it's inaccurate, like, you can't ban people just for that. And when Valve changes their system, they should change their system and realize that they're allowing accomplices like Redline to continue to abuse the system and ban people for no reason. And that's what it is. It's no reason. That's the other thing. Oh, and that's what I did want to reveal. That reminds me. So I gotta move this over here for a second, because I got some hidden videos I can't show, some are NDA. And let's just make sure, yep, they're not showing. So oh, this is a good one too. So here's the subscription based that he was trying to sell on his Discord, trying to scam people, exclusive channels that they get for paying money, and they were ridiculous prices. This is after he nerfed them when the community's like, are you around? Oh, here you go. Here's the original price, at least in Canadian dollars. That was his original gold tier price. Pathetic. No one's gonna pay you that. There you go. Ban reason, no reason. And Steam allows this. Allows this garbage. Ah, okay, here it is. Look at this. So the first time he banned me off of Discord, I posted this. And not only did he lock it, he did respond. I wanted to get back on Discord to see if there was any news on Task Force, but I was unable to. I can only assume I was banned from the Discord. All I did was communicate with some about H-Hour getting active again, or Socom confrontation on PS3. I wasn't sure at the time. Why did I get kicked out of Discord? Is it because I responded to people saying, hey, we're playing H-Hour since Task Force isn't active right now? Or was it because I was saying, hey, guys, I heard Socom confrontation's active again on PS3 with private servers? So it was one of those reasons. These were just options for us to play on until Task Force was back up. Even Socom 2 has been active, and I have been switching between that, and I even got on some Insurgency. So I remembered at the time someone told me he worked on Insurgency, so I also thought he was still a part of it at the time, not knowing that. He was kicked off and fired. Anyway, I wasn't degrading the game, and I kind of hoped if I did something wrong that I'd be given a warning before getting kicked out of the Discord. Anyway, to get back in. And then he responds, try rejoining. Excuse me. Try rejoining again. Do not self-promote or post links to other Discord servers. I didn't post any links. I didn't self-promote. Do not advertise. Do not private message other members with promotion or links either. What the is he talking about? Complete idiot. Like, what? So anyways, who is he to say do not private message other members? Like, if I'm in a community and we add each other to friends, we'll private message each other all we want. And then he did let me get back into that Discord, but immediately removed this thread because he didn't want to let others see what a piece of he was by saying all this. I didn't promote myself, and then later on he created a promote yourself channel, which is where I put those videos for Task Force Tuesday. I was always promoting the game, you idiot developer, which it should be changed to Crybaby. So anyways, this is the little thread that he hid away from everyone else. I snapshotted it that day, and I'm glad I was able to show it. Anyways, Trash Force, aka Task Force, avoid at all cost. Infocast out.
Little bitch.